They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Makes the grab over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing.
Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing. And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was spelling that end zone on that return.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Let's go. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Keeps looking downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And in the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The offense changing the play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Handoff to Jones.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, NC State!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. On target over the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And off to Jones. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. NC State quick to the line. Wilson will throw. Oh, he makes the catch. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Dances away to buy time.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. The offense lining up for a first down play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to the big tight end. And the the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Gets it out quickly. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spins away from the defender. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. completion, still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Wilson to pass. Floating away. Finds some fresh air. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Fouls through the defense. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Punch it out of the air, and he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wilson will throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads it left. Basic connection. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Finds his tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He's looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Rides the back on the option to give. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.